Hey, it's Tpok. I'm back in Katawa Shoujo, and, yeah. A couple of days later, Shizune heads off to go eat lunch by herself and doesn't come back. She must really be swamped with student council work, although I know that she probably made most of that work for herself. When I get to the student council room, I find the door unlocked. Before opening it, I hold back for a second to see if I'll hear Misha's laughing through it. Nothing. I'd almost take it as a sign that no one's in, but Shizune wouldn't leave the door unlocked in that case. She's at her desk, sleeping in a chair with her arms folded over her chest. What a stiff pose. If it weren't for her eyes being closed, there would be no way to tell that she was asleep. In fact, I can't even be sure that she is asleep now. Normally, I'd tap a desk to wake anyone else up, but it wouldn't work with her. I immediately start thinking of tricks I could play on her if she's sleeping. It's disappointing that my train of thought goes in those kind of directions. Hello, good afternoon. She signs one greeting with each hand. It's really confusing. Hey, what were you doing? Secretly slacking off? Shizune smiles but lowers her head to conceal it and tries her best to look annoyed instead. Don't just stand there, it makes me nervous if I'm sitting down and you're not. I take a seat in the nearest chair while Shizune pauses to adjust her glasses on the bridge of her nose like she's fine-tuning an instrument. Why are you so far away? Does that make you nervous too? Pursing her lips, Shizune doesn't look too amused at my taunting her. I had some free time, so I thought I would drop by to see if you were still busy. Do you want to help me? Yeah. Too bad. I'm grateful, but it's not necessary. I just finished the last of it, and now everything that needed to be done is done. So formal. Misha was just as business-like yesterday. Are you both getting serious for official student council business? I'm always serious, like the student council candidate should be. That was fast. So from zero to immediately criticizing people who aren't even her colleagues yet before I've even had the chance to stretch my legs. At least the presidents, they need initiative, then maybe they can motivate everyone else. Or at least strong-arm them along. But even though there's a bunch of them, they're all so wishy-washy. There's no one running for vice president, so they all want the big prize, but none of them have the right drive for it. And then the treasurers are always so flaky. I've decided to use my power just to eliminate the position. Wait a sec, please. Can you even do that? I don't think it works that way. It is how it is. With that, Shizune stares grimly into the distance, rubbing the frame of her glasses. That doesn't answer the question, future dictator. I'm disappointed. They should want me out of here faster because they want the job, or at least disagree with me having the job. If I can't mobilize a bunch of student council wannabes for either reason, all my work will have been for nothing. If they're going to be slow about it, I'll just hold on to my office as long as possible. Shizune punctuates the sentence with a snap of her fingers, creating a sound as sharp as a gunshot. I wonder if she knows how loud she can do that. It's definitely an attention grabber, so I could only see it as invaluable to a mute. She might have practiced it because of that. All of it, huh? That's too harsh. I always thought this is the real test. Leaving a lasting impression is important. It's why I don't build sandcastles, they crumble when you leave. Maybe, but if I see an especially neat one, I still think it's impressive. I'll say it's impressive. I kind of admire you, so to me it wasn't for nothing. She tugs at her glasses as if she wants to take them off, smiling wryly. Sorry. I was careless and something selfish slipped out. I've always wanted to stand at the top. It didn't matter what it was as long as I was the best at it and understood it completely and made it my own. Like when you hear a song and dream of being a musician, or see a plane and wish you could be a pilot. Have you ever had a dream like that? Yeah. The first time I played soccer, I wondered if I could ever get good enough to wow people. That was just a fantasy though. As soon as I saw the gap between me and people with real talent, I put those dreams behind me. Well, with my heart the way it is, I can't play soccer anymore anyway. Do you still have dreams like that? No, they're unrealistic. I realized it very quickly. There's always someone better. A nostalgic expression crosses her face. She looks oddly mature right now, as if the days of competing vigorously against others for supremacy are long behind her. Of course, I know could be nothing further from the truth. Just last week, she wanted to see which one of us could blow the biggest bubble with a piece of gum. It could be that she was even worse when she was younger. A terrifying thought. I liked that. There was always someone better. When someone greater than me would appear, I'd get so excited. I'd want to challenge them. Even though in the end they would usually turn out to be better, and I would be left in awe. There are some people who are on a different level completely. After a while, I got jealous. I wanted something like that for myself. Is that what the student council is? The thing just for you? No. Even though it feels like that, sometimes that wasn't why I decided to do it. That is another story entirely. But I like being student council president, even if the work is hard and I'm always biting off more than I can chew. That is what keeps it exciting. People at the top shouldn't be able to be comfortable all the time anyway. You sound like a farmer. Although they wouldn't suit her, Shizune would look cute in overalls and a straw hat. So if that wasn't the reason, why did you run for the job? I didn't, but afterwards I decided to stick with it anyway. I wanted to be the student council president because the old student council was stupid. And I wanted to stir people up so that they would be able to say, that was interesting, today was interesting, that kind of thing. Memorable experiences. I'm happy because I think we succeeded, you and Misha and me. I have a selfish desire too, though. At first it was something I thought would only be a nice bonus, but I've gotten greedy. That's why it would make me happy if the elections go smoothly. It would be the only way that I could see my wish was granted. What is it then? It's a secret. Sensing that I might not be ready to let such a weak dodge slide by so easily, Shizune quickly waves down any attempt at a follow-up, embarrassment coloring her face. It's something she wants to keep to herself only because it's too silly to do otherwise. I start to feel a pang of hunger and check my watch. It's earlier than it looks. Too early for dinner. Do you have any kind of food in your desk? For a second it looks like the question confuses her, but she recovers quickly. Desks are for supplies. Food is supplies. You should have eaten lunch. I didn't think it would be a problem if I didn't. If I was working, I wouldn't have to think about it. I'd be too busy to be hungry. She puts her hand up to her mouth in a poor attempt to conceal a laugh and tries to hide it further by pretending to use it to put her glasses further up on the bridge of her nose. I guess you're not, since you already ate. I'm not good enough to sign the appropriate word, so I settle for pointing at the stack of Chinese food containers leaning precariously out of the top of her trash can. Those are from yesterday. Then we're both hungry. Let's get something to eat. Not from the cafeteria. There wasn't anything good at lunch, so I really doubt there will be anything good left over. Order something? Ordering out 2 days in a row is unnatural, only in case of emergencies. That is my personal policy. That is why she should think of putting some snacks in her desk. It would be an easier way of dealing with these kinds of emergencies. I want to tell her, but signing out how hungry I am like 5 times has made me too tired to be a smartass. The temptation is really great, though. Hi. Misha's distinctive up and down voice sounds muffled through the door. She bursts in a second later. Hee-chan, you're here too. Too? How did you know there was already someone in here? If it opens, someone is inside. Wahaha. Am I interrupting? Shizune shakes her head. Great, that's really great, but I'm sure I would be. Is this a break? I thought so too, but it turns out everything student council related is over for now. Is that why you're here? Wahaha. Yeah, that's right, Hee-chan. Sorry to disappoint you. We were just discussing whether or not to order out for dinner. That sounds fun. Shizune isn't being very fun about it though. She says that she can't order food 2 days in a row. Are you hungry too? Because if you are, we could outvote her. That sounds fun, Hee-chan. And I am a little hungry. I thought you would say it sounds like mutiny. Shizune pinches the frame of her glasses, clearly thinking that it does seem like mutiny. But being outvoted by a clean 2-to-1 margin, there's nothing she can do. Misha already has her phone up. It's awfully garish. Shi-chan, you promised we would have a student council thing just for us, right? Right. This can be it. Shizune only shakes her head. The last party she will be able to attend as Yamaku Student Council President is too special to her to put that label on our spur-of-the-moment early dinner. Even though I'm sure the real thing will be just like this, a meal like any other with the three of us. After we finish eating and clean up, I say goodbye to them and head to my dorm. Although I don't feel particularly tired, I think I'll just go straight to sleep tonight. If I were back home, my mom would nag me not to go to bed right after eating, but what she doesn't know won't hurt her. I take a look at the clock as soon as I get in and realize that it's a lot later than I thought. It also feels a bit silly checking the clock when I have a phone and a wristwatch. I take off my watch and hold it in one hand while holding my phone in the other. It makes me feel powerful and stupid. I try unsuccessfully to go to sleep and am glad when someone interrupts me by knocking on my door only after a few minutes. I figure that it couldn't be anyone but Kenji, which is why I'm surprised when it ends up being Misha. Hi, Hi-chan. You don't look happy to see me. No, I'm just kind of surprised. Did Shizune remember something that she wants me to do after all? It's late, but whatever. I guess it's good that I didn't change. Nope, I just thought I'd follow you back, Hi-chan. For fun? No, of course not. It's because she wants to talk. It must be about something important, and something she doesn't want Shizune to know about. Do you want to come in? Yeah, thanks, Hi-chan. She walks in and immediately takes a seat in the chair. The natural thing to do, but I'd expected her to sit on the bed. Hi-chan. Misha frowns harshly, arms folded over her chest. It's like... excuse me. It's like she's trying to play a grim interrogator. All that's missing is the mustache and the dangling, flickering light bulb on a string. Did you make Shi-chan sad? What do you mean? When I went to the office today, Shi-chan couldn't hear me coming. That's why. When I opened the door, I saw a really confusing expression on her face. Shi-chan looked happy and sad, and I wanted to know why. Well, it wasn't because of me. I didn't even see it. I think she's depressed that she won't be the student council president anymore in a few months. When I asked Shi-chan about it, she said that it was okay. That's meaningless. Shizune would say that, but it's ridiculous to think that she would let it go that easily. I mean, there are times when she'll want to fight over the last apple or chocolate milk or whatever. And that is stuff that doesn't even matter. Chocolate milk is important. Okay, it is, don't get mad. But not as much as student council is to her. She wouldn't just wave it off so easily. Wahaha. Yeah, you're right. I thought that this was supposed to be an interrogation, but it appears Misha has already forgotten about it. But I don't want Shi-chan to lie to me to make me feel better. Haha. Most people don't know how serious Shi-chan is and think she's just putting on a show. I'm happy that you understand her, Hi-chan. It's obvious, especially with how she talked about it today. Misha leans in closer with interest, resting her head on her palms. Really? What did she say? They're close enough that I don't think much of how she is prying. Why she joined the student council? Sort of. She started, but then decided that some stuff she should just stay classified and signed, "It's a secret." So I guess that's what she told me. It's a secret. Well, if someone tells you that they have a secret, you can sort of call that a secret by itself, Hi-chan. Just like how, according to you, luck is a skill? It can be. Wahaha. Be careful, not so loud. Why, Hi-chan? You're gonna wake up half the people in the building, and on top of that, dorms aren't co-ed. Hi-chan, are you thinking something dirty? Stop being weird. Haha. If you are, it's okay, I think. Huh? Hearing that makes me realize how easy it's been for me to talk to Misha all this time. That I would be able to go this long without feeling the need to be on guard. This is the first time I have. I feel sad, Hi-chan. It's funny, the happier Shi-chan gets, the more depressed I feel. Even though I should be happy for Shi-chan, I still am, but I can't talk about my problems with her. Why not? Just like Shi-chan can't talk about her problems to me. It's the same thing, Hi-chan. If we have that kind of problem, then I'm not sure anymore what I should do. I wonder if I'm a bad friend. Misha gets up and quickly drops herself on the bed until we're sitting only a few inches apart. Just a couple seconds later, she pushes her head forward and gives me a light kiss. It misses my lips, more due to bad aim on her part than because of me. What are you doing? Although it's just a formality, I'd be stupid to not know what she's getting at. It's just that it seems so unlikely that I'm hoping there will be some way I won't have to deal with it. Now she decides to be shy and giggles, embarrassed. Do you like me, Hee-chan? Yeah? Her head is buried in my chest. It feels like she's talking to my scar. She might be able to feel it brushing against her cheek. I tried too hard to hide it from both of them before. It seemed like such a dumb thing to have worried about so much, in retrospect. Please comfort me, Hee-chan, just for today. Okay, guys, so this is like the only choice once you get in the arc. So comforting Misha will go down Misha's arc. Refusing, well, not Misha's arc really, but like Shizune's bad ending, Shizune's good ending. So I am going to save it. Save. And I want you guys to leave me a comment. Just say which one you want me to do next. I'll do both of them eventually. I just want to know which one next you guys would like to see. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.